I'm pretty happy now. Weekend gains. First muscle ups on the bar, and I did 4. Weekend gains continue. Yes. Yeah. So hell yeah, I got my first muscle ups ever this morning, and I'm so happy about it because I didn't believe I could do it this early. Or just last week when I tried them, they were not even that close. The Olympic ring muscle ups were pretty close a few weeks back, so I was predicting I could get them before summer, and that was my goal, to get them before summer. But I'm so happy I got them now, and I even got the bar muscle ups this day, and I got 4 in the first try, and actually, yeah, they felt easier than the Olympic ring muscle up, and I have not been training them at all in past month or so. I've only been training the Olympic rings, but that strength seems to translate well on the bar too. And I thought it would be easier on Olympic rings, but now now when I think about it, I think it's easier in the bar first, but it's cooler in the Olympic rings. So I have been training muscle calisthenics and muscle ups and handstands and all kinds of calisthenics for little over 3 months now. Somewhere in January I begin to train calisthenics more, and you have to remember my main practice is still tricking. That's my main goal, and that's where I put most of my time. But I was injured in February for 5 weeks, and that really gave me time to practice on my calisthenics more, and I started to really go for the muscle ups back then in the February. And when I was injured, I trained like 4 or 5 times, maybe 4 times a week, some calisthenics, like technique and strength and all kinds of stuff. And now that I'm tricking again, I have been training calisthenics, upper body calisthenics like 2 times a week only. So I think if you really want to go for muscle ups and you have the time and the will to do it, you can get them like in a week or maybe 2 weeks or a month or so, depending on what is your base level when you start. And my base level definitely was not the best. I haven't done any calisthenics in my life, like other than some pull-ups and push-ups and that sort of stuff. But my upper body I've gained quite a bit of muscle too in my upper body from these calisthenic trainings. Only done calisthenics, no weightlifting or anything like that. And I have been eating exactly the same way. And yeah, so I am really enjoying calisthenics, and I want to say that I do all sorts of other calisthenic movements too, like handstands and that sort of thing. So I wasn't only going for the muscle ups, and that's why I'm saying you can get them way quicker than I did if you just be consistent with it and you put a lot of time. You can train them almost like every day, at least 5 times a week, I think. When your diet and sleep is good, they feel like very hard move at first. When I started, I was like, how is this possible? Like, I was so shitty back then, but you just have to put the consistent work in, and you have to learn the proper techniques to do it, because there is some tips and tricks and techniques to make it a lot of easier, and you almost have to do them that way at first so you can get them. And I'm gonna do a little tutorial on this channel this week, what helped me, what I did, and I did a lot of research myself. So I wanna help you guys if you are interested in muscle ups. And it's definitely very impressive move and very fun move to do. And this is just day one. I'm still noob as fuck at them, and yeah, we will get better. I now feel like I hit the new ground.